I'm very pleased with the way my 10-gallon Endler's Livebearer breeding colony is coming. I have one prize male in this tank with a blue coloration, and the idea is to breed him with these females which I acquired, which are unrelated to him, so as to prevent inbreeding. Now often a male guppy or Endler, platy, swordtail, molly will go for the largest female he sees, and I'm hopeful this male will inseminate all of these females so that I can carry on a blue line. Now I have added a good portion of my Neocaridina davidi red cherry shrimp to this tank. At first I had some concern that perhaps I put too many in here, but shrimp are so tiny and the bioload so small, you could basically have 100 in here without issue, particularly since there are so many plants covered in the biofilm that the shrimp enjoy eating. Now the Endlers may devour shrimplets, but not too many, as most will be able to escape predation by hiding in the Java moss, Rotala rotundifolia, other thick foliage in the tank. I recently added guppy grass as well, and more of the Hygrophila corymbosa cherry leaf variant, which is doing well for me in a few tanks. Other spots it doesn't seem to take off. I'm not sure what the issue is with my 75-gallon, which is no longer injected with CO2, but the plants in that tank are slowly dying off. It is a heated tank, and I find often that aquatic plants that are readily available in the hobby tend to do best at room temperature, and in a heated tank they can struggle. And so Endler's Livebearers and nano shrimp are ideal because they don't require a heater. I spent decades breeding fancy guppies in fish tanks with gravel substrates and no plants, but I just consider that fish keeping or fish breeding, which is fine and it's a lot of fun. But after discovering that I can keep aquatic plants alive by capping some sort of nutrient like compost or processed horse manure with sand, or even better, processed coal slag, which has a nice dark color, I find aquascaping much more interesting than just breeding fish.